Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I'm here with my friend Joy, and we're swapping makeup bags.
Super nervous, it's my first YouTube video, but I'm super excited.
We have very different makeup styles. She's like very natural and I'm, you know. So basically, here is what she has bestowed upon me. Oh yeah, and a makeup palette. Then I have all of this stuff. I'm extra. So here's all of the things for you to try.
Oh wow, it's really, really bright.
When I was picking out stuff to give her to like do her makeup, I was just like, okay, I want the eyeshadow to be like no chance of there being anything like neutral or natural. So
we will see how this goes.
Yep. So
getting out of my comfort zone.
How about we just get started?
I don't know what you do first, but I usually conceal before I use foundation.
I do foundation before I conceal, so.
Oh, so that's where we reverse.
Yeah. I also will occasionally, depending on the eyeshadow, I might do my eyeshadow first if there's like a lot of fallout or something. So since I don't know what the Juvia's Place formula is like, I think I'll just start with that.
I've never done my eyes first before.
Huh.
It's always last for me. I feel like everybody has like a different way of
Yeah, for me, usually lips or mascara is last.
I'm gonna prime first. It's my first time using this primer.
Yeah.
It's the NYX Angel Veil.
I love it. It's a little bit more like on the drying side for winter, so I'm like testing some other stuff out. I brought like my own primer for me to use. You're already just getting in there and going. I'm just like, what do I do?
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
The NYX drops you're gonna like. I actually sometimes mix it with either a tinted moisturizer or a lotion. But I like dropping it too. It's like a very matte finish. It dries down very quickly.
Now, do you use like an eyeshadow primer?
No, I don't actually.
So I'm just gonna use some concealer for that. And oh, we're the same concealer shade.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So that works.
Actually, that's my highlighter shade, but it'll work.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely like more fair right now because winter is coming and so I'm pale AF.
I'm starting to get there, but my summer glow this year was like really, I got a pretty tan this summer. I did a lot of outdoor activities.
See, I get like the awkward tan lines usually, just especially like on my legs. I have like two lengths of shorts, you know, like the ones you can wear to church picnics and then the one that you can wear like in the rest of your life. And so my legs end up looking like, you know, the Neapolitan ice cream, like chocolate ice cream, and then in the weird in between it's like strawberry and then vanilla.
I just get really red, start peeling, it's a little gross, and then I just get very like tan.
Okay, I'll do like a transition shade with like one of the top shades, I think.
Makeup people problems, you have like a whole palette by the time you're done on your hand.
Yeah, like you come out of Sephora looking like a Jackson Pollock painting, you know?
And I feel like Sephora should really step up their game with the removers.
Yeah, seriously. That does not do any. I like going in and swatching all of the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks because that's like my favorite lipstick. And then I come out of there and like my hand is like physically hurting because I've tried removing it and it doesn't work.
It's really potent. Like I was wearing, I mean not Kat Von D, but I was wearing Stila's Stay All Day whatever liquid lipstick. And that just stays. You need heavy duty like remover for those.
Yeah.
I'm just covering up basic redness.
I think I'm gonna do like a dark halo eye or something with this.
I actually don't know what that is, but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
My under eye area is like really stained because yesterday I wore the electric palette. So that's what I'm working with.
Yeah, I used to have a heavier hand with makeup. I used to do a lot of full coverage and all that. I guess my focal point is always like creating a very flawless base, but you know, over the years, I think I started to spend less and less time on makeup, which I sort of regret because I'm not up with all the new trends right now. But yeah, so I use like makeup sponges occasionally, but I really like cushion sponges right now. Like the Magic Puff. Those are really cool. That's actually in my makeup bag, but those are really good for patting down foundation, like light foundation. If you're doing something heavier, you know, Beauty Blender or a Real Technique sponge is so much better, but I give Alex all the props for putting out weekly videos because... And the, what is it, the Halloween videos, those were...
Oh, that was an intense time for me.
Oh my goodness. And I wanted you to know she's also a full-time student, so...
And like a part-time job. Yeah, I work at the library. But I'm also a person who really likes to just keep busy. and do all of the things, which I realize is like probably one of my major stressors in my life, but
How do you unwind?
This.
This is unwinding.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah, this is
amazing.
unwinding for me. For me, taking the time to do my makeup is self-care.
You know, it's actually really funny. I was always like a little bit insecure growing up. And so I remember like I got into makeup when I was in middle school, and like by the time we were in high school, YouTube started getting really big, and my friends were asking me to start a YouTube channel, but I actually never ended up doing it. This is like at 25, this is my first.
Well, you should totally start a channel. Leave a comment down below if you think that Joy should have her own YouTube channel, because I agree with all of your friends that you should definitely do that. So
this is the LA Girl Pro coverage. Let's see how this works. They say
Yeah.
it's a dupe for the Makeup Forever, right?
yeah, I like just put up a review. I really like it. Their shade range is a little like, that's the lightest shade they have, I think, before they go to like a white foundation. I think it's cool that they have a white foundation
Oh wow.
there that like you can mix with other shades, so I think that's cool. I just like feel as though there should be like one shade in between there, but I also know that people on the other end of the like skin tone spectrum have a lot more of an issue there with me.
I look a little crazy right now, but I like to dot it before I spread it out, I guess.
Yeah. Now I think I'm going to move into like the foundation-y part and finish up my eyes after that. That way I can do like the under eye stuff. So this is actually not from your kit, it's my own. Like I'm using the Becca primer thing.
I don't know, I was thinking either to spread it with my, actually, let's see how it spreads first before. Oh, the coverage is amazing.
Yeah, I know, right?
It depends on the texture of the foundation, but if the foundation is like a nice, I don't know how to call this. This is like in between this is not runny. It's pretty, it's a pretty thick formula.
Yeah, I was really surprised because it's water-based. Because I do it like, I put it on my hand and then like dab it on with a sponge. And I was very surprised that it wasn't like running all over my hand. Like I used to have the Naked Skin foundation and that's the reason that I didn't like it. Well, also like oily skin and water-based foundations generally don't mix. But that's why I was surprised with that one too.
So the next one is the drop foundation is actually really runny. And I like it, but you have to really be careful that it doesn't like run everywhere. But it's a matte finish. This seems like it's a little bit of a semi-dewy finish, which I really like. And it's easy to spread for those that don't like using brushes, because I know some of my friends, especially my friends that like the brand Glossier, they don't like using brushes, so they use their hands. This is a very spreadable formula. I really like this actually. I like the coverage too.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the NYX Drop Foundation, and I think I'll just spread it with my fingers because I don't have like a sponge with me.
Oh, I do have a cushion sponge. Here it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give that a shot. Is that what you generally use with this foundation?
Yeah, I like using a cushion sponge and working really quickly because a cushion sponge covers a lot of ground. And I usually sometimes wet it with my Urban Decay setting spray. I forgot which shade that is.
Is it like vanilla or something?
I think so. That's like one of the lightest shades.
Okay, because I like tried to find it like on Black Friday, but it seems as though like at least at Target had like the shade right before and right after what would be like my shade.
I don't know if you guys have it out in Jersey. I go to Harmon Face Values.
Okay. I have no idea.
They usually have a very extensive makeup aisle, so I could usually find it over there.
I usually like go to Ulta, but like when Mom and I went Black Friday shopping, she didn't really want to go to the side of the town with more traffic, which is the side where the Ulta is. So that's actually how I found that foundation. Was like me really needing something that wasn't the Wet n Wild photo focus. I will forever complain about that foundation now. Like instead of getting that, like getting something from like whatever it was at CVS or Target, you know?
I mean, Target and CVS are always very solid.
Well, the CVS back home doesn't have a whole lot, but this is actually at a CVS in like Richmond, Virginia, so there was a lot more options and like little Appomattox, Virginia. This is feeling very like natural light coverage, which I'm like not used to at all, so I'm gonna like see.
It's actually really buildable.
Okay.
Oh, so you use loose powder.
Yeah, I use that as like right under my under eyes. I love it so much. It's like the brightening powder from Kat Von D. I love that formula so much. It is like so finely milled and it doesn't feel like synthetic like a lot of other powders do.
And it smells really nice.
I love this primer that I'm using, but it smells like lemon cleaning product, and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that. Like, I don't think I mind the scent because I'm not like super sensitive, but like that is definitely a thing for the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Does anybody else have that or?
Ooh, I've been eyeing this for a while now. It's the Kat Von D
Shade and Light.
Shade and Light palette.
That is like holy grail level for me.
Let's see what these shades look like. I'm gonna play around a little bit. I'm a little bit cool toned, so.
Yeah, I usually use a mix of the lighter too for mine. I'm glad we have the exact same tasting concealer because I have never used any concealer other than my NYX HD concealer for like my entire time doing makeup once I discovered that, you know?
Yeah, I recently started using it. I was a sucker for the Tarte Shape Tape, but my shade was sold out for a while, so I just was like, all right, you know what, let's find something for the meantime, and that's what I ended up with.
I want to try like the Shape Tape, but I'm also like, that's a lot of money for a concealer, and with the amount that I go through with concealer, I don't know if I would like be down with like paying that.
It's a very heavy duty formula.
Yeah.
It's very heavy, so when I used to do a full face, it was great, but as I started tapering down on the makeup, like now I use like, so what I usually do is I use my tinted moisturizer, and I drop in a couple of the NYX drops to just give it a little more coverage. And that seems to work. Actually, the NYX drops are a dupe for the Cover FX drops.
You know, I had never been able to try either, you know?
The Cover FX was what, like $48, $51?
Yeah, something like that.
And I bought it, and I tried it, and it just wasn't working for me. I just didn't like it, so I had to return it, actually. But I like the NYX a lot more.
I actually got a sample of the It Cosmetics CC cream, and it worked so well for my face. I'm like, do I want to pay $40 for that? Or should I wait until the Ulta sale at the end of the year?
Probably end of the year sale.
Yeah.
I really like this palette.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
It's so pigmented too.
Yeah, I've had it for like 2 years. It's so wonderful.
Yeah, a lot of my makeup's on the very neutral, it's like the no makeup look.
And then I'm like the complete opposite.
It's interesting, that's fun. I actually have never done powder highlight. Well, I have my like bronzing powder and whatnot, but I also brought my NYX Wonder Stick.
Okay.
That's what I usually use. That's like my holy grail product. I like a very dewy finish. So usually what I do is, I mean, my foundation will be semi-matte, but everything else will be like I like glowing a little bit, like glowing a lot. So it's a lot of like glowy, dewy products. So even my blush, you're gonna see later, it's the Glossier Cloud Paint. So I just, you know, and it's very pigmented. So I usually just like dot it on my cheeks a little bit and just like spread it out. I start at the edge of my cheeks.
I'm a little nervous to try that just because I've wanted to try like the Glossier, but I'm also kind of like, how is that going to work?
Actually, it's cool. The Cloud Paint's cool. It's very versatile because you can use it on your cheeks and your lips, depending on, because I usually use it in the inner crevices of my lip to give it a little bit of I like a gradient lip. It's like, I think I have a very, I guess that's where I touch my Korean roots. I think I have a very Asian, Korean way of doing my makeup. It's also because I don't have hooded eyes, so I tried to stay away from smoky and bright shadows, which I'm not doing today, so we'll see how that works out.
Getting you out of your comfort zone.
I gotta say though, this contour is very pigmented, but it's also very natural.
It's so blendable.
It is. It's really nice.
I'd forgotten how good like the NYX Wonder Stick is. I love the drama there of that contour. I usually use obviously I use powder products for my contour, but.
Oh, I got this for my birthday too.
Yeah, isn't it great? The party blush.
I was contemplating on bringing it and I totally forgot.
That's like my fave because I know that I need a little bit of blush to my face, but I always worry about it making me look like sunburned or something, you know?
That or like a little bit of I had a little too much wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I look like right now. Don't worry though, I'm gonna powder it down a little bit.
Like when I first started using makeup, my Nana lived with us and she would be getting up right around the time that I would be finishing getting ready. And if I my blush or my eyeshadow or whatever wasn't blended enough, she would be like, nope, go back in the bathroom, you're not leaving the house like that.
That makes sense. A little tip, what I usually do is if, let's say you put on too much blush, I just go back in with a little bit of a powder. Any powder will be fine. Like a translucent powder is okay. A little bit of a highlighting powder is okay. I just subdue it. We're just adding a little bit of tinted moisturizer on top. Gets it a little bit more. So
I'm gonna use this actually is a NYX eyeliner for my brows.
That's really good. I sorted through my makeup. You know what? Alex is actually getting me really aware of all these cruelty-free brands. I was doing so much research.
My brows are gonna be so dramatic right now, but
my cheeks are so dramatic right now. I was like, this is so I mean, now I know it's super pigmented, but this is like, I mean, maybe I'm going for the Snow White fair look today.
Yeah.
I use like a smaller brush. It's an eyeshadow brush, I think, but I use it for contouring my nose.
Oh, okay. Was that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you use a blending brush for. I usually use it to do like halo eyes like this, where it has to be a little bit more precise and then blend it out.
I like to think of the face as a canvas.
Yeah.
You spread out.
Brows with eyeliner actually turned out pretty well. Like darker than I normally do it, but
I actually don't do much to my eyebrows. I just use like a pomade, or I also like the Glossier's Boy Brow.
Yeah.
It's a really good product.
For me, I like something with a little more like structure to the brows, so I like the Anastasia Dip Brow.
I think it's because I'm not very precise, so I don't draw on my brows, but this will be the first time in a long time that I try it out. Oh, I really like this highlighter.
Isn't it great? Like, I hadn't heard anything about it, and then I came across it in Ulta, and it's like, the shade is so perfect.
Amazing. It just really makes you glow.
Yeah.
And this is the Model's Own
Yeah.
Sculpting Glow Highlighter Powder and Golden Sand. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I haven't used this before, but let's see how it goes. Is that the ColourPop?
Yeah.
Is it Alyssa?
Aquarius. I don't know if that's like I think it's one of their glossy lips.
Yeah, they actually discontinued it. That's actually one of my favorite. Is this what you use for your brows?
Yes.
There
That
you
is
go.
like the perfect brush.
Okay, it's a little bit of a drier formula, which I love. Better, because wet formulas get a little bit...
You can go a little wild with wet formulas, you know.
I have pretty thick brows to begin with, so a little bit goes a long way.
I have really thick brows, but I like it because it gives it like more structure than my natural brows. Because I find like using, I don't know, like a brow pencil is a little too much work, but doing like a brush-in type thing, like the Make Me Brow from Essence, that doesn't give me quite the look that I want, so this is like a nice in-between.
Yeah, it's nice. You get to control, I guess, how much coverage you get on
So
it.
how do I do this?
Okay, so this is very pigmented. So what I usually do is I usually dot it on my hand first, and then I just put really tiny dots. It's a balmy texture. It's really cool. I love it. A little bit goes a long way. I've had that for like, I think 4 months now. It does not seem to be emptying out anytime soon.
Is that too much of a dot?
No, that's okay. Like, it depends on how flushed you like it. I like my blush a little bit dramatic.
Okay, I can do this. This is okay. This is good. This is going well.
I feel like I'm like majorly messing up my brows. They look like sisters and not.
Just so long as they don't look like distant cousins twice removed or something.
Oh my gosh.
Because occasionally that's what mine come out looking like, you know. I mean, I basically exclusively use like powder blushes because I'm so scared of it being like really intense and stuff. Because I remember the first time I had really like decided to wear blush when I started wearing makeup, and I like worn it to church, and my dad was like, "Alex, are you feeling okay? You look like really feverish." I'm like, "Great, did not blend that at all."
I get the opposite because I like wear a lot of blush. Like I look very flushed all the time. So if I'm not, people are like, "Are you sick? Are you okay? Are you feeling ill?" I'm like, "No, I just did not put on blush today."
I like the more nude blushes, so I think like I've been wanting to get one of the Cloud Paints, but in like a more neutral-y color.
They have a lot. They have a wide range. They have I think 4 different shades or 3 different shades. I forgot what. So you can see my hand is an array of different colors now at this point. So I'm done with my brows. It looks pretty.
I like it.
Is it pretty matched? I think this side's a little bit thicker.
That's what I like about the shade too, dark brown, because like I like it because my hair fades. So you can build it up to whatever intensity that you need to like match everything else.
This is a little more intense than what I'm used to, but I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had my eyebrows this bold before.
I love a good like bold brow.
Oh, wow.
I used to like really avoid it when I was in middle school because I always got mistaken for a boy because I had short hair and I didn't want to have like thick brows, and because I thought that was very masculine. But now that it's like a thing, I like embrace it.
I mean, I think it's great, you know? And makeup is a awesome tool to change up your look all the time. I feel like you can look really different, change it up a little bit. I really like this curler.
Yeah, I get it from like Sally Beauty.
We don't have those near me. I have to drive out really far.
Huh. Like in Virginia, there's one on like every place. Like
moment of truth.
Yes, pastel goth.
I think I'm gonna go for a purplish.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna use Dope today. There's a color. It's like a.
Oh yeah, the purpley.
Yeah, the purpley colored Dope and Meow, which is like a magenta pinkish. No, it's like a lavenderish color, and I think we use Dagger today, which is like a gray color.
Yeah.
We'll see how that smokes out. I'm gonna go the opposite route of Alex. Alex used my eyeliner for her eyebrows. I'm gonna use the leftover product a little bit from the dip brow.
Oh.
As just a quick liner. I don't really line my eyes. I usually use like a dark eyeshadow. Yep, it works perfectly too.
Awesome.
It's very subtle. I don't like black eyeliner. So it's nice when it's like a subtle brown. It's really interesting how our makeup styles are so different, but we can use our own products and change it.
Yeah.
Well, folks, dip brow actually works as an eyeliner too.
Yeah.
I usually go for like a slight wing at the end, but I let it point downwards a little bit according to the shape of my eye. How do you like the Nubian palette so far? It's your first time really trying it out, right?
I love it.
Oh, I'm
it's so great.
So I hope they come out with a more cool toned one. I'm very cool toned and I'm neutral, but more on the cool side.
Yeah.
And so for me, if it gets a little too warm, it turns out orange, so it looks beautiful on Alex.
Oh, thank you.
It's interesting, Alex and I use the same foundation shade.
Yeah. Well, me during the summer more, because I'm definitely like a lot more pale now.
So my winter, colder month shade is Alex's summer shade. Oh, this is very pigmented.
Kat Von D.
Alrighty, well, I'm going all out there. This is way out of my comfort zone. Oh my gosh, this is so pigmented. Which is wonderful. It's just for me, it's like, oh my gosh.
It's so pigmented.
I'm taking very little product. I only dipped it like once. I have to really be careful because if it's not blended in correctly, I can end up looking like somebody socked me in the eye.
Yeah. I understand.
I think it already looks like that a little bit. We'll see. Let's work with it and see how it goes. And I'm going in with Dope now, which is the purple. Alright, when you're using this palette, for those that like a little more, I don't think people that like more subtle. If you want it a little more subtle, you want to go in with a very light hand, because right now it's like for those that really love pigmented makeup, this is like it. I didn't even use primer, and it's just, wow. Okay, I really like Meow. Meow's a very good shade.
Yeah, I love I love all the shades in that palette, but I love a lot of like the pink and yellowy shades together.
Wow, that's so pigmented. This is very smoky. I don't know how it shows up on the camera.
And then there's just me over here going all like xenon in the eye shape.
I got socked in the eyes, friends. No. Blame it on Alex.
Yeah.
Okay, I really like Meow. This is a very pretty color.
I feel like purples are very universally flattering, but like not a lot of people want to try purples because they're like, ooh, purple, that's a like bright color. But I feel like there's so much you can do with it.
Yeah, it's very versatile. Definitely a lot more color than I'm used to. But we'll see.
That's the point.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'm using the white now to like sort of highlight my inner corner. And this pastel palette, it's very matte. There's no shimmer in it. So for people like me that really like shimmer, you could always use like a highlighter. Just give it a little shimmer. I usually do that in the middle too. Wow, this is as bright as I will go. This is amazing. It's very pigmented. So you know you're getting...
Isn't it fun?
It's a lot of fun. I just need to play with it a little more to see how it goes. It's a little bit overwhelming for me, but this is cool. Alex is getting me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
In a gentle way. Alright, let's see.
Instead of just like pushing you off a cliff.
Exactly. I know a couple of people like that. So I usually, I'm gonna get a little bit of the highlighter right now, and I'm just gonna go, put it on the top of my lid to give it a little bit more of a shimmer.
I think I should probably just like stop with my face at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop with my eyes. This is actually, I tried my best to blend and whatnot.
I like it.
It's very smoky. I like it though. It's out of my comfort zone.
And I think it also like with the grayish tones goes really well with your outfit too.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it like kind of blends it together in a way that it's like trying out colors a bit more.
Alex got me out of my comfort zone, and I sort of like it. It's not as overwhelming as I thought. I was like envisioning like electric. Talking to one of Alex's roommates. Shout out to Kirsten. I was like, Kirsten, what do you think about like red eyeshadow? I was like, But then but Alex brought up the fact that I would look good in purples.
I think if anybody ever wants to start out in color, purple is the best way to kind of do that because it's so universally flattering. I
think I would do this if I went out, if I'm like going out. I don't know, for like everyday day makeup. Did you make a video for the contour you did yesterday?
No, I'm going to. I wanted to try it out before.
Sorry, spoiler alert. It slayed. I saw it in person yesterday. It was amazing.
I think I'm gonna change my lip color because I realized that this would probably Honey Bear from Too Faced would probably go a little bit better with eyes, so I'm gonna grab
Honey Bear is my favorite lipstick from Too Faced. It's like my lips but better.
I just get excited about things and then I don't think about it.
Ooh,
Sugar pill trinket. Anything from sugar pill?
No, I haven't.
First of all, the smell of that is fabulous.
Mmm. Oh, and this color's really nice.
And it like shimmers.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to this. All right, here we go. This is a really pretty color. I actually just started getting into liquid lipsticks. I'm pretty new to this. But the wand on this is amazing. I have pretty full lips, but my top lip is a little less full than my bottom lip, so I usually overline a little bit.
Yeah, like with me, I have like pretty full lips, but my upper bow like to my lips is not very pronounced, so I kind of like draw that on a little bit.
Same.
I found out on the internet that apparently that's called bee-stung lips, and that makes me feel bad about myself to call it that. Thanks, internet, for giving me that name.
I really like this lip color.
Isn't it wonderful? And like, you'll see like more shimmer happen as it like dries down and you like put your lips together.
And it's not drying. And I actually like a little bit of a dab, like a stained look, like stained a little bit, like smudged
like
look.
a blotted look?
I like the blotted look a lot. Not too much though, because it's gonna look like just like...
I love that color on you.
I really like this color. I like Honey Bear on you. It's a really nice...
Here are finished looks.
Here are finished
I love
looks.
yours. So
Is it okay?
I think it looks great on you.
It's a little more than I'm used to, but I liked it. And thank you, Alex, for inviting me and bringing me out of my comfort zone, because this was... And it's actually relaxing. I thought it was going to be... I was like joking around. I was like, Alex, what if I'm super awkward? I'm never on camera.
It's so fun.
It was really good.
Yeah, but anyway, let's wrap this up.
All right.
So thank you so much for watching. If you want, be sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let us know down below if Joy should start her own YouTube channel, because I think that should be a thing that happens. Just peer pressure her into it.
We'll see.
Yeah, and anyway, I will see y'all in my next video. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye!
Bye!